It's been a big year for Janison. In FY25, revenue growth jumped 9% and the contract wins kept coming. But the Digital Education Assessor has its focus firmly on the future, and that includes AI. To delve into what's coming next, I welcome the CEO, Sujata Steed. She joins me now. Sujata, welcome to AusBiz. Thanks so much for joining us. Look, before we get to the future, let's just touch upon the past, because you did say that 2025 was a year of major milestones as well as operational challenges. So talk to us about the year that was.
Thank you. FY25, in fact, was a very transformational year for Janison. It's a year where we clarified our strategy as an organization and brought the focus back into what the organization's core competency is, which is our market-leading platform for the end-to-end delivery of digital assessments. Then making sure that we have an executive team who can deliver on our core strategy. Very pleased that we ended the year with a full bench strength of executives with the incredible experience and capabilities to deliver on our transformation. We also launched Jai, our AI platform, where the first functionality that's gone live is item development, and really pleased that we have now internally use Jai for our own item development for our ICAS school exams. But at the same time, also we've kind of signed our first customer, the Chartered Accountants of Australia and New Zealand, and both internally and externally for our customer, demonstrating incredible productivity, efficiency gains, and customer excellence in a human-in-the-loop model. And finally, of course, we ended the year with 9% growth, bringing on board the Ministry of Education in New Zealand as a strategic platform customer, which demonstrates that the incredible work we've been doing in Australia is replicable and transferable to other jurisdictions.
So you mentioned Chartered Accountants, Australia, New Zealand. Where will the growth come from here?
In terms of our growth, there are a number of areas we're looking at in terms of growth. So if you look at our organization's track record, we have that exceptional track record and credentials of digital delivery of assessments across multiple sectors and geography. For example, if you look at Australia, we have digitized NAPLAN, and we are the digital delivery partner for the delivery of NAPLAN across Australia. And what we're looking at doing is, that kind of experience is replicable. So we're very proud and very pleased that now we've taken that track record and gone across the Tasman. And while the exams are going to be different, we'll also be supporting the Ministry of Education in New Zealand in delivery of national assessments for their bicultural education program. Similarly, we have got amazing track record also with the professional accreditation boards like the Chartered Accountants. So looking at how do we replicate that across the country, but across geography as well. And there are other sectors also where Janison is operating, like higher education, and we are looking at expanding. So in a brief way, I think our expansion strategy is a combination of replicating our successes across geography and across sectors where Janison has a very strong track record.
Right. And when it comes to this Jai AI platform, which you got up and running in a pretty short period of time, how scalable is that? Can that be sort of leveraged across broader markets, different markets? How do you plan on leveraging Jai?
Absolutely. In fact, one of the advantages of Jai is that it is a highly scalable platform. And it's a platform which is actually powered by all the latest generative AI tools, whether ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini. And we have developed this app that is powered by all these generative AI tools, which actually is multilingual, has voice recognition and text recognition, and almost works as a member of staff rather than a platform. And that way it's moving almost from being a generative AI tool to an agentic AI tool. And it sits independently of our assessment platform, which means that customers can use our Jai AI platform with our assessment platform, but also independent of it. And if you look at it, one of the main barriers of growth for many assessment organizations is the creation of items, because it's often laborious, time-consuming, expensive, including many items created being rejected in the quality assurance stage. So if you look at from that perspective, the kind of sectors and the target audience can be quite wide and varied and diverse. It could be, for example, schools who are looking at kind of assessments. It could be large education organizations who are looking at national assessments or state level assessments. It could also be companies who are doing kind of assessments as part of corporate development, professional accreditation, and that's the whole kind of advantage of JAR. It's a highly dynamic platform that can be used independently on its own or with our platform across our existing customers, but a whole range of other customers that we don't have relationships at the moment, but could be an opportunity to extend those relationships.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing how that all plays out. Now, we mentioned that revenue was up by 9%, but earnings fell. So how are you planning to return to profitability, Sujata?
The earning falling is a reflection of our investment back in the business. So essentially, if you look at it, FY25 and 26, we are looking at an 18 to 24 months investment in our business, very much self-funded investment in ensuring that we do have the capabilities to execute on our strategy. We're investing in infrastructure so that the organization from future years have that repeatable and scalable growth. So, but what we're looking at, for example, is that the investments that we are making in our tech infrastructure, in automation, in efficiency gaining. What we see them is that from future years onward, from next financial year onwards, that them leading to improve margins. In other words, the organization will have that bandwidth and scalability of bringing in new customers and growing at scale without adding additional costs to the business and improving margins.
Quite strong cash reserves, I note as well, Sujata. So how do you prioritize the spend when it comes to innovation, fueling that future growth, as well as operations and the like?
Yes, I think we are very pleased with the way we've ended the year with a very strong cash balance. And that's been very much our demonstration of our ability to self-fund our investment in transformation while also maintaining strong fiscal discipline. And the main three areas for investment that we are looking at is very much what we call three-pronged interdependent areas that are critical for ensuring that Janison achieves our full kind of potential as a global leader in assessment technology. First one, of course, is what we call the acceleration of go-to-market, making sure as an organization under our new Chief Growth Officer that we are accelerating the partnerships and the relationships we are building in the market and professionalizing our go-to-market and our tender responses. But that is being accompanied at the same time in the back end by making sure we are investing in our technology, including AI, given that our industry, education technology, like many sectors, are at an inflection point. We've got to make sure we continue investing in our technology to make sure it remains competitive and fit for purpose for the years to come. And thirdly, of course, we are continuing investment also in areas to ensure that we are providing exceptional customer service to our customers. So that as a result of which as a result of all these three areas of investment, we are building the sustainable business where we are able to scale up our operations in a manner which is cost efficient.
Mm-hmm. So a year of significant achievements at Janison. The share price has responded accordingly. But as we now move through to FY26, Sujata, what are the potential catalysts? Like, will the momentum continue?
Absolutely. I think the focus for FY26 is very much, as I said, FY26 is a continued year of foundation building. But at the same time, ensuring that we are building and growing at the same time. I think FY25 demonstrated that we have the ability to self-fund our investment in transformation and grow at the same time. And we're looking at a more continuation of that growth and transformation in 26, as a result of which I think from future financial years onwards, accelerating the pace even further.